New at 6, like everything else, the cost to rent or buy housing is going up and proving to be simply unaffordable to some people. It's a problem that is not going unnoticed by some local decision makers, but there are no easy solutions.
Fruit cup.
How does a homeless man find a place to live?
Peanut butter.
If he's employed, recovered from an alcohol addiction, and is actively working to improve his life.
Been homeless for a long time, and a lot of people have helped me in the past.
Meet 52-year-old Richard, who depends on 5 Loaves food pantry in Newport News for food. Here, they know a thing or two about hard times.
It's an immense struggle out there. The people that come in here often have a choice. Do I pay rent or do I put food on the table?
And I get a motel room sometimes 3 days a week. Motels cost about $300 for a couple of days to stay in a motel. And I don't make enough, I gotta save up money to keep stuff, to eat.
6 months. Because here's the issue. Richard doesn't drive. So not only do we need to find a place he can afford, and he works full time, but we got to find a place where he can still get to work.
We appreciate you coming.
These are the faces of the people on whom the issue of affordable housing is not lost. This roundtable discussion, called by Delegate Marcia Price, Digging for Solutions. Some important facts being tossed around. 1/3 of Hampton Roads residents are spending more than 30% of their income on housing. 1 in 7 spends more than 50%. According to Virginia Realtors, the average rent shot up 11% in the first quarter of this year to $1,546. In fact, Christy Mara from the Virginia Poverty Law Center says rent's gone up by double-digit percentages for the past several quarters.
I've been doing landlord-tenant representation for over 30 years, and I've never seen anything like this.
And here are thoughts on how to fix the problem. Security deposits.
Reducing the maximum allowable security deposit a landlord can charge from 2 months' rent to 1 month rent is a very simple first step.
Application fees.
There are people that are putting in application fees on apartments that were never going to be rented to them. That's money that they could save if there was just a disclosure notice on, best practices for that.
Rent stabilization.
Puts a mechanism in the law that limits the amount of increase that a landlord can increase his or her or their rent by.
Changes must come from the General Assembly.
Things that were previously bipartisan somehow became super polarized. And how, people call me radical because I think families should have somewhere to live that's safe.
Here you go, Richard.
In the meantime, Richard will continue to look for a place to live.
Call us if you need us.
And Father Tim will continue to help him, and so many others. And Delegate Price says part of the solution will be incentivizing developers to create more affordable housing. The pace of building slowed down due to the supply chain issues during the height of the pandemic.